Good morning, my love.
Sunshine.
Yes, beautiful.
Sunshine.
There was a load more RVs here last night. It seemed to cleared out, wasn't
it was really busy. Well, it is quite late. It's 11:15.
Right.
Getting everyone going this morning has taken a while, but we did insist on showers today.
Yes. Should we get on the road?
Oh, God, yes. Let's do it.
Beautiful sunshine. Oh, it's lovely out there, isn't it? Look at that. Okay, it's a big driving day yesterday, but we've got down to the warmth where we wanted to be. What have you found us for today, Linz?
We're going to Yuma, Territorial State Prison, which I believe was an old Wild West prison. I think that's exciting. Yesterday when we were travelling back from Prescott, we didn't want to take the same route and the same freeways, the long, straight, boring roads. So we ended up in a bit of a pickle on a wiggly road, but that was fine. And then when we were here, or on the way here, I spotted two interesting things on the map. One is the centre of the world, which obviously we need to go and have a look at and figure out about. And the second is Yuma Territorial State Prison. So we're going to come and have a look in this. I think it's a Wild West prison, and obviously that needs a bit of investigating too.
Wow, that's a cool looking car, isn't it? That's awesome. It's a little Chevy. And these, I've got a big interest in these, and I've recently found out they do sliders on the sides as well. But yes, truck camper, or it's called a demountable in the UK. And look at that. That looks awesome. I really fancy one of these.
So we headed in, paid the $10 each for entry, and this lovely lady gave us a little bit of history about the prison and the prisoners, which surprisingly were as young as 14 years old.
Well, the youngest prisoner was right around your age. He was 14 years of age.
Wow.
And you know what he did? He stole food for his family. I think he should have gotten a pass for that.
First up, we went to the watchtower where they had a pair of coin-operated binoculars for the boys.
Okay.
Wow.
So the little river, the tiny little trickle of a river there, used to be, before it was dammed up, or it still is the Colorado River, but used to be massive and turbulent. And then seasonally it would flood the whole area, which meant it was really impossible for prisoners to escape because they either had to go over these torrential waters or through the desert. It was like both extremes really, isn't it?
Next up, we went through the old prison gates and into a building that now housed the museum, which had lots of old artefacts and information, and a model of the old prison. We then headed outside to see the old cells, which, to be fair, is probably the most exciting things to see in any prison. It had been restored extremely well, and we were free to wander in the cells, with many having 6 bunks to each cell. Some of the cells had figures and were playing audio to explain what happened back in the days. There was an infirmary cell for poorly inmates and a cell for women too. And they had a dark cell that they used for solitary confinement. And apparently the guards would drop scorpions in it from above.
You trying to escape?
The foot holds really bad.
There was a prison on this site from 1876 to 1909, and it was considered one of the most forward prisons and advanced prisons of its time because it had electricity and lighting, flushing toilets. It had a library and an infirmary too, a proper working hospital. It was also considered a hellhole, and I think that comes down to the fact that it gets so hot here during the summer, and there's no way to escape either. It was either over the raging Colorado River or into the desert. Neither were particularly viable options.
Georgie.
After the boys all gave the bell a ring, we headed out.
And there it is with the side out. And there's a dinette in there, so there's plenty of room when that's out. Can we get one, love? Can we get one?
Not today.
Well, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Really interesting.
And back to the RV. She is a beaut, isn't she? She looks gorgeous. But I have been looking, and these seem to be, about a year old seem to be at $100,000, and a 5-year-old one you get for about $50,000. So that's pretty good value, I think, for something like this. Right, next stop, centre of the world.
I love that these stops were just found kind of by accident because we needed somewhere to stay and to sleep. And we just had a look on Google and found some interesting things nearby. Very much fun.
Any? Nope. Thank you.
This place is a little bit odd. We've decided we're probably not going to stop because it's $10 per person, which is $50. And from what I've read, there is a history of the world, and it's all based on what one man thinks is important. So this one man decided that this was the centre of the world, and he's built a little town, which I would call a hamlet, not a town, around the centre of the world. And then there is a history that he's creating of all the things that he thinks are important that we should share with the rest of the world going forwards. And that's all etched into granite all the way around. Do we want to spend $50, my love, going in there?
I don't think so, and we want to get to San Diego, so let's get going. Okay, we pulled over at a bizarre little rest stop, which is in the middle of the motorway, so in the middle of the freeway. So you have to be in the left lane to come into it, and you can get into it from either side. Really, really bizarre. And the RV's looking a bit dirty now. But Lindsay's in here knocking up some more ramen, lunch for the kids, yeah? Awesome.
Yeah, baby.
This engine and gearbox, when we come to a hill, it just screams. I mean, it did 4,000 revs, but boy is it screaming. Okay, I've pulled over for the last little break. I've got an hour left to go to get to San Diego. But I've just noticed that we're really, really close to the Mexican border. So we're just going to take a little detour there and see if we can spot the wall. And there it is. It's a wide angle lens. I'm not sure how much you'll see in there, but there is the wall ahead of us. We'll just drive along it a bit. There is Mexico right there. We are bursting to go to Mexico, especially Baja. So we're coming for you real soon. Watch this space.
I want to go to Cancun. Steve wants to go to Baja.
We can see the Border Patrol trucks driving back and forth here. So, yes, I wonder if any Mexicans come over the border right here. But I'll tell you what, there's loads and loads and loads of trailer parks, RV parks. I can't believe how many we've seen on this trip. Yay, Mexico! Look at that fence.
That's so funny. We've just driven along the border and we got so close that I've just had a text message from Utility Warehouse, our mobile phone providers, to say what the costs and texts are and what the data allowance is over there as well. Welcome to Mexico. If only.
Now, I believe you can drive these RVs from El Monte into Mexico. You prearrange and pay the extras and get the necessary paperwork, where we couldn't with Cruise America when I looked into it. So there is something that El Monte RV you can arrange with them, but you're going to need relevant insurance and paperwork. And I understand there's a long wait at the border. So because we're not only here for 10 days this time, we didn't do the Mexico thing, but we're definitely coming back to do Mexico real soon.
But I think to go across the border, I think we'll do better buying our own vehicle and taking it with us at some point. So it might not be real soon, Mr. Radford, but it is on the cards.
Right, guys, we've made it to San Diego at last. What a run that was. And we've both come down with rotten colds. I've got to tell you, I've not been feeling well for the last couple of days, and I've now passed it on to Lindsay. So, apologies. We are going to be trying to be enthusiastic in the vlogs for you.
Many tic-tacs later.
We're on the outskirts of San Diego. Got a great stop earmarked on the beach, and if we do get there, we're going to need to have showers and what have you, and I'm running out of water. We've all gone through the shower earlier, so I'm going to just drop the grey, drop the black, and fill up the fresh water before we head there. Oh, and a quick pop in a Walmart as well.
Attaching the stinky slinky.
The grim side of RV life.
Yeah, you prefer the cassette system we
Much
have.
prefer the cassette. This is a load of faff, this is. There goes the black. And there goes the grey. There you go. Give a bit of a wash. Give a bit of a rinse off. Right, that's Walmart done. We got drinks and medication. So hopefully dose ourselves up and feel a little better. Let's get down to the beach, see if we can find a good park up there. I've seen it on, I can't remember, I think it was on Eamon and Beck when they were down this way and they stayed there and I dropped the pin. hopefully it's going to be okay for this big beast.
We made our way through San Diego and eventually arrived at Fiesta Island, where we pulled off the road and crossed onto the island. It's a one-way system, so we drove around the winding road, passing several other RVs along the way. It looked like we timed it perfectly with the sun just going down, and the beach was pretty quiet, with not many people around. I pulled up on the beach so we could enjoy the sunset, and Harry got out to kick the football around, and it was then that I saw the signs.
Okay, Fiesta Island has failed us, I'm afraid. It's a lovely little stop on the beach, and we've got a beautiful sunset out there, but there's signs saying that camping here is prohibited. Prohibited staying overnight. Last week the law changed in the city and you can no longer sleep in parking lots. This is due to the large volume of people living in a van. That's straight off of Overland. So, and there are signs up. So we're probably best finding an RV park or a campground for the night, so these kids have got something to do out there.
So I found us an RV park right across the bay. So we left Sunset Beach on Fiesta Island and made our way to Campland on the bay, where we pulled up at the security hut and Lindsay and I went to see if they had room for us.
They might have room, honey. Should we go and check in?
Oh, this looks ace.
Doesn't it? Right, they have space for us. They have booked us in for 2 nights and we're right by the seafront.
We're right on the waterfront, yeah.
Although it's in a dry camping bay, so we've saved a little money that way, but it's $149 for the 2 nights.
Yeah.
And there's loads going on here, which we'll show you. Right, we're pitched up right near the sea. It's a dry camping pitch, so it saved us around about $20-25 a night, not having electric, but we don't need it. We're self-sufficient and we've got the generator if we need to. So that's it. Should we go and maybe get something to eat?
Yeah, let's go do that.
Take a little walk.
I think everyone's feeling pretty rough this evening. Well, I certainly am feeling rough this evening. You're feeling rough.
George has got a cough as well. I'm rough as old boots, so...
Big boys have got headaches. It's all coming up. Oh, no, Harry's telling me he's not got a headache anymore. He's had some ibuprofen. So I think if we stay fairly close tonight and get some good sleep,
yeah,
get up tomorrow when we're ready. I was rushing everybody to get up this morning. I didn't want to waste the day.
Right, but there's plenty to see in San Diego, you know. The Midway is top of the list.
Yeah.
So hopefully everyone's going to be feeling a little better tomorrow. Okay, dinner was lovely. We had a few tacos from the restaurant on site, and the boys are here playing table tennis now. All right, boys, you been in the arcades?
No.
Is that next?
Close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's a map of the site. It is massive, really big. I'll show you around in good time tomorrow. Right, back to the van to edit this week's video.
Good morning. We are pretty rough this morning. It's been hard to get out of bed. We're all medicationed up and we are very, very ill. But I'm determined to get the first video edited and uploaded for you today, which I'm just on now. It's really, really hard to get my head in to editing videos when I feel this bad. Linz can't get out of bed either. So yes, it's not good coming away on holiday and feeling this rough. It really isn't. But hopefully some more medication and drag these boys out to do something around San Diego this afternoon if we can get enough energy together. But we're just drained. I'll check back in with you in a while.
1 nap later.
Okay, I'm going to venture outside. We sent George swimming, so let's go and have a look what he's doing. It is a lovely RV park and quite big. Lots of facilities, including a heating outdoor pool. So, let's see if George is here. Here he is, the fish finger. Is it warm, George?
Huh?
Is it warm?
Yeah, very warm.
Oh, awesome. Well, this pool complex looks awesome, look. And there's a jacuzzi over the back and a few other things. I will show you around this campsite properly when I'm feeling a little bit better.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah?
That's really warm.
Awesome. Our jacuzzi timer, here we go. Haha, there you are, George, you've got 15 minutes of bubbles.
Oh.
Enjoy, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Hey! This place is trashed in here, isn't it? Honey?
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Well, I had a bit of sunshine. George is enjoying himself in the jacuzzi.
Excellent.
You still feeling rough?
Yeah. I've just managed to finish my drink.
Oh.
So I feel... I can't even be asked reading.
You know she's ill when she can't be bothered reading. Oh, right, let's see how this upload's going for you. Oh, it's going to take hours. Okay, guys, uploading this video on this internet here, it's just not happening. It's going to take me days and days. Literally, I've done 3% in an hour and a half. So I've been walking the campsite. I've been walking the RV park and looking for starlings. And every time I spot one, nobody's in. but I just walked past, didn't see a Starlink, and this guy waved at me. So I said, hey, you look friendly. I've asked him. He said, you want his mate? Sure, go and get it. So real friendly guy. So grab the laptop now. I'm going to head over there and hopefully upload this video for you. You still feeling poorly, my love?
I'm feeling less poorly, but I'm aching. Like my lower back's really aching. I'm tired still.
Rest up. Hopefully tomorrow will be a new day for us.
That's it. I think I've spent like 20 hours in bed so far. So,
okay, I'm going to see this guy and upload a video. I'll see you in a bit. This is a big RV park and he is quite a way around the bay, but it'll be worth it. The size of some of these rigs. Look at these big fifth wheels. Absolutely awesome. Oh, and look at that. Looks like a 40-footer. And here we go. So guys, I'm here with Robbie and Sharita, who has saved the day for me uploading this video so you can watch it on Sunday. But he's handed me his favourite beer, which is a Stone Tangerine Express Hazy IPA. I'll tell you now, it's tangerine and pineapple, and it's 6.7%. So it's going to be a strong one.
Congrats. Cheers. You have something to cheers him with? He's drinking cut water.
Cup water.
Cut water.
Okay.
Cheers. There you go.
Oh, that's strong.
But it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's really good.
I don't drink beer.
No.
And this is a Cutwater vodka transfusion.
Oh, my
Great
kind of
flavor.
guy. How strong is that one?
This is 7%.
You do like a strong beer, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, listen, thanks to these guys, I managed to upload the video for you.
Enjoy the video.
And upload complete. I don't know if it's the beer or the adrenaline of me walking around trying to get this uploaded for you, but I am feeling a little better. Hopefully Lindsay is too. So hopefully we can go out tomorrow and have a look around San Diego. But I have been chatting to a couple of locals here. So one guy, Rob, who was going around on his skateboard, he's 3 months in another park across the way, and then he has to leave. They only allow 3 months at a time, and then he's come here for one night, and then he'll go back there for 3 months again. So, and apparently the weather here is better than LA. It stays a constant warmer temperature in LA. I think this is where it's happening, San Diego. Right, that's it done, and it's just processing. Let's go back now and see Linz and see how she's getting on. Hopefully she's feeling better too. Wow, that fifth wheel's got 3 sets of wheels, look. A toy hauler, right, and guess what's in the back of that? Wow, it's another 40-foot diesel pusher. Look at that. Hey honey. Oh, kids on here. How you doing, babe?
I've just shattered again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It must be the beer and the adrenaline I'm running on, because I am feeling a bit better.
Yay.
So we've ordered from the restaurant and the boys have brought it back here because Linz and I don't really feel up for the cooking, so looks good. How is it, Judge? Good? Tacos, yeah? Awesome. Harry's got a burger, Ed's got chicken and chips, and what are these? Oh. Mac and cheese bites. They're awesome.
They're filthy.
How was food, boys?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Fantabby-dozy.
So George has decided he wants to go for a swim, and what time is it, George?
8:16.
It's smoking, George.
I know.
Nice and warm, bud.
Good morning. We've been here for 2 nights so far. I'm actually going to go and extend it for a 3rd night because I have lost the last 2 days. I've literally been in bed for 36 hours. I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning feeling hunky-dory and great, so that's good. Still a little bit tired, still a little bit, I don't know, fatigued probably. Steve is really rough, bless him. So I'm going to get some coffees and then I'm going to go stretch my body and sit in the jacuzzi and let it massage my sore muscles. I'm looking forward to that. I was just looking for somewhere that I could use a yoga mat and do some stretching, but I've come up into the gym, Huff and Buff Gym. That's a great name for a gym. But I've come up into the gym and it's all a bit equipmenty for me. I just need a mat. Hey ho, I'll go and do it by the pool. Keep George company, I think. I'm going to do a very gentle full body stretch because after the last couple of days I'm feeling really rough. I need to get myself moving again, and this is the only place I could think. The gym was a bit of a no-go. It looked a bit rough actually. There was no gym mat. I just needed a mat. It was more like a muscle gym, I think. hey ho. So very gentle, start with my neck and work down.
3,000 whoop woos later.
That's a bit rubbish, but probably as much as I can handle at the moment. It's been a really strange few months. I've spent not much time at home. I've been looking after my dad while he was very, very poorly, and spending as much time as I could with him before he passed away. And even Christmas Eve I was up in Ilkley with my grandma. She'd been admitted to hospital, so I needed to go and be with her, and she's in her 90s, so my New Year's resolution, if I ever get the chance, is to spend a little time working on me again. I feel very out of touch with my body and I feel very uncomfortable. Even my knee. I was hobbling at the beginning of the holiday. I've got tendonitis in my knee. Anyway, that's far too much information. You don't need it all. I'm going to get in the jacuzzi and just chill out for a bit now with my little boy.
One little boost to the surface later.
Come on, girl, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go and finally have an adventure in San Diego.
So we ordered an Uber, which arrived within a few minutes, and we jumped on the freeway, which took 20 minutes to drive to downtown San Diego. And our driver dropped us off at Tuna Harbor Park, right by the USS Midway.
Oh, this is exciting.
So the USS Midway is the #1 attraction in San Diego. How much is it, love?
Ouch, $31 per adult, and George was a lot less. I don't know. I just tapped and came through.
We entered the museum and watched a short movie about the ship. Our tour then started on the lower deck of the carrier and then in through the ready rooms where the aircrew conducted much of their pre-flight and post-flight briefs. We then continued through the thin corridors to explore some of the many control rooms they had within. And there were lots of these, some with buttons you could play with.
Buttons.
At the bottom of the ship, we saw the huge chains they had for the anchors. The boys got to test out the triple berthing compartments, and we also saw one of the 3 stores they had on board. We then continued through the ship, where we found the kitchen area and the ship's mess, where they socialised and ate most of their meals.
For this afternoon's excursion, we've come to the #1 excursion on TripAdvisor. We've come to the USS Midway. Now, the Midway is an aircraft carrier that was in service between 1945 and was decommissioned in 1991, so it was in service for all those decades. When we came on board, we started downstairs and explored and saw the inner workings of the ship, the command centres, and also where the crew spent their time as well. It's a great excursion, and we've got these little gadgets, so you point them at the yellow signs and it tells you a little bit of the story as you go around. And if that's not enough information, there are plenty of veterans on here. They're all wearing yellow hats and they know so much and are so happy to share what they know. When we first came aboard, we watched a really cool video about the Battle of the Midway, which is what this ship is actually named after. The whole ship is a museum, but I think our favourite part of the ship is the flight deck up here, where they've got lots of examples of all the different planes and helicopters that have launched from the ship. I've just read an interesting fact in the loos. Nearly 4,800 pounds of laundry were done every 12 hours. And I've got empathy with that. I think coming home from this trip, I'm going to have the same issues going on. Well, that was a fun couple of hours, really interesting. Enjoyed that. I feel like I've learned things as well.
Right, the sun is setting now, and I didn't bring my normal glasses. I only brought my sunglasses. Schoolboy error again. So we jumped in another Uber to take us to Old Town. How cool does this place look?
I'm feeling a margarita coming on. On our way to the ship, the Uber driver, Fernandez, recommended Cafe Coyote for our dinner tonight. Apparently it's the best Mexican in town.
And if a Mexican guy's telling you that, that's it. But it's in Old Town in San Diego. Now, I'd heard of Old Town, but it looks amazing.
Funky.
Fortunately, we'd come early, as this place was getting really busy now.
What an awesome meal. We had some really, really delicious, I think it's authentic Mexican food. I had shrimp fajitas. Steve had a sampler of all sorts. George had an enchilada. Harry had a quesadilla, and Eddie had fish tacos. It was really good. But it's 6:25 and we are wiped out, absolutely wiped out. Whatever it is that we've got is just knocking us for 6.
So we jumped in another Uber and called it a night. Good morning, my love.
Good morning, how are you?
Well, much better this morning, to be fair.
this is making me out of breath.
Right.
Just making the beds. This is not good.
Sure. Right, we've got a tour of the campsite to do for them, quick show around, and then we're going to move on to the Morrow campground I've booked us onto for their last night.
The kids would also like to go and do some shopping at an outlet because they've got Christmas money to spend.
Right, so see if we can squeeze that in as well. But they've been to get some breakfast this morning, and they've got a huge breakfast there with pancakes, bacon, potato tots, and they're enjoying that last meal on the campsite before we go.
And that's American breakfast as well.
Yes. Honey, I thought I'd put a shower scene in. What's the shower like?
It's great. It's absolutely brilliant. These bathrooms are actually built to be used, aren't they?
Right.
They're not really token bathrooms that are squeezed in.
Which is why the facilities normally on these RV parks are quite small, because most people use the toilets and the showers and the facilities in their vans, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right, should we give it a quick tour of the campsite?
Let's do it. We're going to start just on the edge of our pitch. This is Mission Bay. We are right on the front of the beach. Our pitch is a dry pitch, which means there's no electric, sewage or water to the pitch. But that's fine because we're completely self-sufficient. Here's our van and there's the bay. Campland on the Bay is a huge family-owned campsite. It's got over 600 pitches. It's got 24-hour security. And my favourite area, is it the beach or is it the pool complex? The pool complex has got 2 heated pools and 2 super heated jacuzzis. Harry's been upstairs and used the gym a couple of times. I went up and couldn't find a yoga mat, so I came and did some by the pool instead. It's a real family feel here. There's a brilliant market with merchandise and any bits and bobs that you might need. There's also a laundry, which I haven't used, not at all this trip. And for the kids, there's an arcade and an entertainment area as well. The cantina has been brilliant. While Steve and I have been sick, for the boys to be able to go and get food whenever they need it. It's been great quality, but massive portions. The big boys both ordered a breakfast this morning and it fed everyone, and there was still some left over. On Friday night they had live music on the stage, and this grassy area in front of the stage is where they often have different activities going on. They've got people who get involved with the kids. Our boys have discovered a new favourite game that's called cornhole, and it's basically chucking a beanbag into a hole from a distance. We're almost at the end of the holiday and the boys have been enjoying spending the last of their dollars in here and also having a bit of a tournament on the ping pong tables.
Right, to wrap this up, I'll do a quick tour of the facilities, and this is one of many toilet blocks here. There's some outside taps and sinks. Right, so look at the men's here. Okay, you've got a couple of cubicles, and all the cubicles in America here have just got such high gaps on there to see through on the other side. They really should put them down to the ground. You've got 4 sinks, and you've got 1, 2, 3 showers. So not very big toilets and showers, but as I said before, most people will shower and use the facilities we're in their RV because most of the pitches here are full service pitches. And back to our dry pitch, which also includes table and benches.
Yay!
But there's no water or waste facilities here, and that saved us around $10 or $12 per night. We didn't need it, and we've only had to use the generator a little bit. We don't need electric. We're self-sufficient.
However, our neighbours have put their generator on at 8:01 every single morning.
Well, it's acceptable in the US, isn't it?
I know, but I'm still British. We don't do that.
Georgie, ready to hit the road?
Yep. I hope this video has worked out okay. We have been so sick. I'm sure Steve will have pulled it out in the edit. So that's what he does. But we have. I lost a day just being asleep, really.
But we have fallen in love with San Diego in the short period we've been here, so we definitely need to come back and visit more.
Yeah, hopefully we've been able to give you a sampler, a little taster, which is all we've managed to have really, of this incredible city. It's so chill. I can't wait to come back because I feel like we've missed so much.
Right, we got one more stop now, guys. We'll see you on the next one.